Hi, this is Steve with the Music Store, and today we want to talk about changing strings. They don't last as long as we want them to, and sometimes they break even on us, but changing them really isn't that complicated, and we want to show you how today. On this viola, we're going to change the string out. Not only is it shot, but it's a different string than the set, which isn't always bad, but today we're going to go back with a helicore string on this viola. So the first thing in order to change the string is we've got to get the old string off. So what we do is we start with the top of the peg and turn it toward us on either side. These ones loosen this way, and these guys loosen this way. So we're going to turn him backwards and simply unwind the old string and pull him out of the hole. Sometimes the silk wrapping comes off, we just get rid of it. At the bottom then, what we do is we take the string out of the tailpiece and the string's out. It's that easy. The next thing is we take the package and we open up the new string. And the old string comes out. Sometimes it's wrapped up, so we unwind it. While we have the string off, this is a great opportunity to lubricate the bridge and the nut. And by lubrication, all we want to do is take just a normal number 2 pencil and add a little bit of graphite from the pencil in these areas. That way when the string is sliding across the nut or across the bridge, it'll actually slide instead of grabbing and eventually ripping your string. So it doesn't take much, just a little bit there and a little bit there. All right, the next thing we need to do is we need to get the ball end into the tailpiece, and the ball will actually catch right here. Sometimes it needs a little bit of help getting up in the spot, so I just use my number 2 pencil and slide it right up in there so it holds. You'll notice how the strings, as they come into the peg box, never overlap each other. They come in straight. But the hole on this peg is right in the middle of these guys. But if I were to start with this and start to wind it up, I'd eventually end up with my string crossing, which we don't want. So what I do is I pull this peg out to where that hole is accessible right over here. And then I slide my string through it to where there's just a little bit of string sticking out the other side. And we always wind to the top of the peg box. Now the very first wrap we want to make sure is on the opposite side of where we're holding on to. So on these 2 pegs, we want that string to come on this side. If it was on these 2 pegs, we'd want that first wrap to be on this side of the part sticking through the peg. And that way it locks in. And then the next wrap actually comes across, and see how it crisscrosses right there? And then we start spinning the peg around, keeping a little bit of tension on it with your fingers, and keeping your strings really nice and tight next to each other, real clean, as we wind this string up. Now we make sure that it's on the bridge at the bottom here, and we keep it going, keep it nice and tight. And now the peg is shaped to go into the peg box this direction, and that's how it actually holds its pressure, by being shoved this direction. So as we get real close here, we want to make sure that our pressure is going inside as we're turning it up. And then you tune your string to pitch. And that's really all there is to changing a string. If you have any questions, feel free to call us here at the Music Store, or better yet, stop on by and we'll show you how to do it firsthand.